had it when I was a little kid. We played Cowboys video games, and of course.
Good morning, folks, and happy New Year's. I hope y'all's new year brings you lots of joy, lots of blessings, and everything else in between. Lots of learning, lots of stretching, you know, the usual. You get better this year than you were last year every freaking day. But we are starting our new year off on the wrong foot, waking up later than we have probably ever woken up. Like, I'm so disappointed in myself. But, then again, we didn't get into bed until late as hell. But it's all good. We kind of planned this out. We shouldn't have that busy of a day. We've got to go pick up a chest of drawers. Like now. We were supposed to be there earlier. But, you know, we didn't get up until like 5 minutes ago. And it's 12 o'clock. So disappointed in myself. I never sleep in. Ever. Not like that, at least. Even when I do go to bed late, I usually just run off of that 3 hours of sleep. Not get my full 8. But it is what it is. Then after we pick up that, I think we're going to boogie on back here. Hop on a game with y'all. Then we've got to run and go get better today than we were yesterday. Then knock out a run. And then we've had a pretty successful day, I'd say. So, let's go get all that knocked out of the way. Alrighty, folks, we're headed out of the door. We're headed to go pick up this chest of drawers and then get back home as quickly as we possibly can. Let me just tell you, folks, I am so ready for the holidays to be over and be able to go back to my normal scheduled routine. Like, goodness gracious, I am tired of the holidays. But we just made it through the last one, so tomorrow we can get right back to our routine. I guess today. You get what I'm trying to say. Well, folks, that took a heck of a lot longer than it was supposed to. JB fooled me a bit. She said it was just a dresser or a chest of drawers, and it ended up being a whole bedroom set. So, let's get home and get this bedroom set out and get on some freaking games, folks. It was a good time meeting people who I've never met. Her ex-stepfamily? Whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It just took a whole lot longer than it was supposed to. We can't just go by and pick up the bedroom set and dip set. So we had to stay around, chit-chat, talk about life, catch up, all those good things, you know, the usual. So, again, let's get home and get on some freaking games, folks. If we have time. We may not have time now. We may not. We'll get the stream in one way or another today. Whether that's before practice or after practice. We are getting that stream in today. Alrighty, folks, we are home. I guess we are going to throw this stuff wherever it fits and eat a little bit of a snack and get the hell back out of the door to go get better today than we were yesterday. We're thinking it doesn't really match with our stuff, and we're wanting to get like a black bedroom set. So since it was gifted to them and it was gifted to us, we asked if they would be offended if we restained it. They said, of course not. I mean, it's yours now. So I think we're going to restain it. It gives us a little project, another project to do around. We got so many freaking projects. Goodness gracious. And I don't have any time for any more projects. But I guess we're going to restain it, and then we'll have a brand new bedroom set that looks nice and pretty and all this other stuff. Pretty excited to, I don't know, make something our own. I don't know what you would call it, but I am pretty excited, I can't lie. So I guess let's get out and see if we have any space in this trailer to throw it all in there until we can find some time to restain it, which may be next year. or the year after, or the year after. We will get to it one day, I promise you, folks. Alrighty, we've gotten all of the chest of drawers, all the whole bedroom set out of the back of the truck. Well, let's go park this joker, get inside, get some grub. I was gonna say lunch, but I guess it's technically our breakfast. And then hit the road, go get better today than we were yesterday. I promise you, folks, I am not gonna dip out on the stream today. Not going to. We're gonna get it in. We're just gonna go get better today than we were yesterday first. And then we'll be on the stream, and then we'll be on for the rest of the night, so that's all right. Alrighty, if y'all don't know, I don't know if this is just a southern tradition, but you're supposed to eat pork and black-eyed peas and greens for New Year's. Well, we have practice during dinner time, so we're making it work. We're gonna fry up some ham slices, and JB's ex-stepmother, I guess you could call her. Yeah, that's exactly who she is, her ex-stepmother. Gave us some black-eyed peas and some mustard greens, so at least we're still making it happen one way or another. We will start the new year with good luck, folks. She gave us all the other essentials. We didn't have any pork. We were gonna fry some bacon with it, but we figured some sliced ham would be more like you're supposed to eat. It's totally not. You're supposed to eat a pork tenderloin, but we do with what we got. It's the thought that counts, you know? I mean, I think we'll be blessed this year. We will. And let our New Year's feast begin. The exciting life of a fighter. You know, with JB's crazy work schedule and my crazy training schedule, we don't traditionally have a whole lot of time to do the family traditions that we grew up doing. But if there's one thing we always make sure of, is that we try our best to. We try to give all the time that we have to our families and friends and things like that. But sometimes it just doesn't work out. So we do our best to at least keep the tradition alive between the two of us. So as long as you got that person you love, traditions will always stay alive. Alrighty, the fried ham idea was a terrible idea. I thought it would taste like fried bologna or like some pork roll. Nope, not at all. Tasted like dog shit, honestly. But everything else tasted just great. So let's go pack our bag and get to the gym. Go get better today than we were freaking yesterday, folks. And out to the door we go. Had to go get better today than we were yesterday. And to battle this Atlanta traffic. Let's not forget about that one right there. You know, folks, sometimes the good Lord removes you from some situations. And you're like, well, why does this person left my life? Why does this keep happening? Oh, why did I lose that job? Why did I, you know, it could be any sort of things. Sometimes it's to allow you to be grown, to stretch you, to make you a bit wiser, to test you, to protect you. Sometimes it's to use you as an example for others, to hopefully they can come to Christ. They don't give up on themselves. They're used to become wiser. And you'll never know unless you, first and foremost, learn to listen to Him. And that is something that we have struggled on since we have become a Christian. And I think in 2024 we've began learning how to listen to Him. Unless you continue persevering, and persevering is our middle word. Our middle name. Sorry, there's someone flying past us. Folks, people have been driving like maniacs, absolute maniacs. We can see who stayed up too late and who stayed up too late getting shit-faced, if you get what I'm trying to say. But folks, you can't give up on yourself, and you dang sure can't give up on Christ. If you begin losing faith in one or the other, you'll never figure out the reason on why these things happen to you. They'll never be brought to light. Why did that friend group shred apart? Well, maybe because all of y'all needed to grow a little bit. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's because one of y'all needed to be used as a role model for the other, you know? Maybe not. Maybe it's, why did you lose that job? You know, it could be all those, that job wasn't for you. That's not your finishing ground. You get what I'm trying to say? Why? Just why? And you'll never figure out why of anything, or if it could have happened, if you just give up. If you're like, oh, well, I failed. Oh, I'm never getting friends again because I've lost, I you know, keep losing friends. People keep leaving me in life. You know, none of these things, your life will be at a straight standstill if you just give up faith on yourself. If you give up faith in Christ. If you give up faith in, well, anything. Of course, like I said, sometimes it's to protect you. Maybe it's people in your life. My bad, folks. Our CarPlay just crashed on us, which shut off everything else. But what I was saying, it could be the people. You know, how are you supposed to grow when you're around the same crowd that you're doing crazy things with? You know what I mean? So, you know, I guess don't question everything. Of course, you can question certain things, but don't question things to the point where, like, you begin losing faith in yourself, begin losing faith in Christ. Remember, everything could just be a test. Can you pass this one? Can you pass that one? Can you do this? Can you do that? How bad do you really want it? You know, there's been a lot of times where, dang, I've lost people in my life because of really trying to crack down and grind, and mature as a human, mature as a person, mature as a Christian. And there's been a lot of times where I've wanted to give up faith. And if I would have, I wouldn't be having this realization that, holy shit, you really have matured, dude. So, I guess with that being said, folks, that's enough yapping. Let's get back to driving, because we are almost to practice. About to get better today than we were yesterday. Alrighty, folks, we are pulling in, ready to go get better today than we were yesterday. And back to our conversation we were having earlier. You know, the whole point of these videos is I can't park here. That is not the point of the videos. The point of these videos is if I can get one person to break that grip of addiction, one person to better their lives and try to go and getting better today than they were yesterday, every day, you know what I mean? Get in better shape, live a little bit longer, live a little bit healthier of a life, live a little bit more fulfilling of a life. Bring them to Christ. Wow, that one would be amazing. But I would feel pretty secure. Like, I would be pretty happy. One person, just one person, if I could, I would be pretty happy. That was the whole point of these videos, was to share our passion with you guys, and this has turned into something completely different. Could just be my ADHD. Could be that man upstairs telling us, hey, this is actually what I want you to do. I have no idea. I don't know why the videos changed from fitness tips to vlogs to, I don't know, whatever this is. I guess it's a vlog. But folks, I myself am a super stubborn, hard-headed joker. Like, it took me forever of hitting rock bottom. Then I'd climb a little bit up, and then I'd hit rock bottom all the way, and then I'd climb, and then I'd hit rock bottom again, then I'd start seeing my way, and then I'd hit rock bottom, and then I'd be back up here. And I think that my passion for training, my passion for fighting, my passion to be the best fighter in the world has always saved me. It's always saved me. It's always been in the back of my head, even when I was in the lowest times. Like, let me tell you, I was living in a Honda Accord with no front bumper, and I would still sit there with that passion, that dream in my head, sleeping, and just thinking, you know, one day this won't be like this. One day I'll have my head straight. One day. I never knew when that day would come. I would always fall right back into that trap. Don't get me wrong, I love partying. I still enjoy going and hanging out with people, but at this point in my life, I have learned that dude, that old Brian that you used to have there, he was not such a smart guy. I mean, every time he got too much, you know, some courage in him, that liquid courage, he was getting in trouble. He was getting into fights. He was saying things he didn't mean. He was doing things he didn't want to do. And hanging with people who just weren't the right crew. And it took me forever. Like, times where I wanted to give up, not just on the passion, but everything. You get what I'm saying? Trying to be very vague. But that dream about that passion, that dream, that passion we were chasing always stayed in us, and it was like, okay, we've got something. And, you know, if I never make it to the UFC, never make it to the pinnacle, I can at least say that this sport saved me from what could have been. Like, I should have been another statistic in which I fought against it. And look at us now. We're pretty level-headed. We got our head on straight for the first time in our lives. And I think that makes us richer than anybody else. Truly, truly richer. I was just telling JB, like, you know, sometimes I wonder who I would be if I was still in the same exact environment as I used to be. Probably not here. You get what I'm saying? I definitely want to be making these videos. So, I guess what I gotta say, folks, is I've never understood why I have this passion, why this passion is so strong for fitness, for fighting, for staying in shape. But I think the good Lord put it in me to chase, to maybe make that other kid who's like, man, why is my brother dead? Why did my daddy leave me? Why this? Why that? Why do I keep failing at everything I try to do? It's to give them hope. Hope that yes, you may not make it to the top, but at least you made it here instead of being down here. You get what I'm saying, folks? But let's go get in here and get better today than we were yesterday.
I tried.
It's because I did that thing
Yeah,
that we were
something like that.
You come in and bump him over the hip.
Yeah.
Or I'll drop
Did it?
down so I can
Did
see
it?
the legs.
Oh wait, did you get it?
Every single time. And you can defend those shots after whatever you send back. You see it. Defend. Good. But when I say jab, foot jab, you can create variants in the jab and foot jab. It doesn't have to be jab for jab every single time. Like I can move around and make a I can fake a kick. You can be a little bit more creative. It doesn't have to be.
I guess I can throw about 15 of them in a row.
Maybe I should tell her that. You can be more exploratory with this. Good. You all right? You got a full member? Yeah. No worries. It was a take. Got one more minute?
Have you seen that? The girls on the, what are they called? The toys that you had as like a little kid. You play Cowboys minions with a horse on the stick, on the broomstick. You know what I'm talking about. Have you seen the competition with the girls? Where they run around? Just come a little bit more. That's all. You already understand this, right? You're explaining to me what the issue is. You understand it. Now stop fucking doing it. So, yeah.
Fuel works.
Heavier. No, this is light, Ray.
Yeah, I definitely thought he was
This is Ray light. You gotta subscribe to the premium version. He's like, face.
Dude, so much lighter.
Well, folks, we definitely got better today than we were yesterday. But if there's one thing I took away today that has always been hard for me to understand, and I guess rolls back around to what we were talking about before we walked in. Folks, y'all gotta trust the process. You ain't gonna be a good grappler on your first day. You're not gonna be a good striker on your first day. Heck, you won't even know what a freaking jab is on your first day and how to do it correctly. So trust the process. We've been at this for 10 flipping years and we still aren't where we want to be. So I promise you, folks, just trust the process. It's kind of like if you're losing weight. If you lose track of the process, you know what I mean? If you lose sight of the process, the goal, all those things, you know what's gonna happen? You're never gonna lose that weight. You're never gonna get into the shape you'd like to be. So, yeah, trust the process. But folks, let's go find a local gym and knock out a little run. JB said she'd come run with me, so I didn't have to run by myself. So, I guess we're gonna go hit the treadmill. Well, I guess I should have looked up the hours first, because this UFit is indeed closed. I guess we're going to look up the other times, but I don't think we're going to make any of the other UFits. This was the closest one down the road. The other one is all the way back in our hometown. That's going to be a whole, at least an hour to get there. It's 7:30 now. They traditionally close at 9, if I'm not mistaken, so probably not going to make it. Really disappointed right now. Like, really disappointed. But oh well, let's check the times for the other places. We may have to spend a few dollars. We may just have to skip our run. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm a little bummed out. Very bummed out, actually. But oh, flippin' well. Let's hit next route and get home. Or to the next gym, if we can find that one. Well, folks, after calling 3 other gyms, 2 UFits, and a One Life, and no one has answered, I didn't know that gyms celebrated New Year's Day. Like, come on, we gotta get into shape, folks. We got people who are trying to get into shape. New Year's resolutioners, you know? This is like prime time to make their best amount of money, or most amount of money. But I guess we're gonna go home, check our weight, see if our weight's okay. If it's okay, then we're just gonna call it a day. Clean up and get on the stream, kick it with you guys. If not, then I guess we're gonna have to go find somewhere to run. But I think our weight may be just okay, and maybe if not, then I guess we will head back out of the door and go run on these streets. But let's get home first and check that weight. Folks, we just made it home. Let's run inside, check our weight, see if we need to get back out and get a run in, or if we can just go ahead and eat and get to bed. Because I still don't know what we're going to eat. we don't have anything inside, so I think we're gonna have to go with like breakfast food because we have plenty of eggs, plenty of egg beaters, plenty of bread. So I think we may just be eating breakfast food because just like the gyms, all the restaurants are closed and most of the stores are closed too. Didn't know New Year's was this big of a deal. Well, folks, weight checked and it is looking fine and dandy. So I guess we're gonna shower up as quickly as we can, head upstairs, help JB out with some dinner, meal prep our French toast, and then head on in here and get on a stream, play some games with you guys, because I've freaking missed that for the past few days. Can't even lie. But folks, I guess the moral of today is just trust the process. Trust the process. That was the moral of yesterday, today, every day. Trust the process. Whether that's the process of Christ changing the heart, changing the mind, changing the soul. Whether it's the process of getting into shape. Whether it's the process of getting better at combat sports. Whether it's the process of learning a new skill like building a PC and playing on that and streaming on that. You've got to trust the process of things. You're not going to pick up something and be spectacular at it the first time you do it. No, that's just not how life works. There are some things that you may just come easier than other things, but like, now most things you're going to have to work at. Like, playing a guitar. Let's use that. That's something that we're trying to learn. Like, let me tell you right now, this guy has had no rhythm whatsoever. But we're starting to catch on. Like, from the first day I picked it up to now, oh, much, much, much better. Much better. And all I've done is trust the process and put in as much time as we have available in our days. So, yeah, folks, don't get discouraged. Don't get upset. Oh, this sucks. I'm not good at this. Well, no shit, you're not good at it. You just started it, you know? So, trust the process. Trust it. Whatever process it may be. You just gotta trust it. Freaking dive into it head on, head first, and give it everything you got. And, you know, that's just, eventually, you're gonna either get good at it, or you're gonna go, maybe this isn't for me. But traditionally, you find the way. You find a way, and then you start getting good at it, and you're like, oh, now I see. Now I understand the process. So, folks, trust that dang process. Let's stop yapping. Let's go clean up. Let's go get some grub in us so that we can get on this stream. Call it a night from here. But not the stream. You know what I'm saying. We're not going to bed quite yet. We're just finishing this up so that we can play as long as we possibly can with you guys. So, till next time, till tomorrow, because it's not till next time. That was on the fitness videos. Till tomorrow, folks. Good night, and BillyGoat loves you.